Hey Westside, this is Pastor Ralph, and it's Thursday, and I have the privilege of being able to share with you some reflections on the fruit of the Spirit of kindness. And one of the things just to remember about the fruit of the Spirit is this is what the Holy Spirit produces in us. It is His work of salvation, His work of grace. It takes our participation, but the heavy lifting is on Him. He's conforming us to the likeness of Christ. And one of the ways in which we reflect the glory, the goodness, the way of Jesus Christ is through kindness. The word in Galatians for kindness, in Greek, it's Christotes. And in its original root idea, it points to the idea of being useful. And from it, you can then hear the connotations of benevolence, that which is useful, that which is good, that which brings good to me. And so the kindness here is that which there's definite concrete action involved. And so what's going to happen is it's not just a temperament. It's not just simply the idea of being nice, but it's niceness proved in action, where you actually show benefit, goodness, actual substantive things that change, transform, improve the lives of those around you. But today, as we listen to this, I want to remind us about the kindness of God towards us, the goodness of God towards us, that this is something of how life flows from grace. So I want to share with you one of the more significant passages in the New Testament where we hear the call that Jesus makes on us to follow Him. Jesus had been performing miracles. He'd been preaching in towns in Galilee. Many people were responding and they were turning away. And in the face of both opposition and rejection, Jesus lifts up a prayer to His Father of thanks, that it isn't about being the smartest or the greatest, but it's about God's will and His purpose being worked out. And after saying that prayer, Jesus then makes this great invitation. And it is an invitation, the surprising invitation, given to anybody who would listen to become a disciple, a follower of Jesus. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Again, some of the most encouraging, reassuring words, this invitation of Jesus, come to me, all who are weary and burdened. What worries and burdens do you have today? Spend some time in prayer today and bring them to Jesus. Tell Him where you're tired. Tell Him where you're overwhelmed. Bring them to Him. And then He says, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. Now, this was the way the rabbis, the Jewish teachers of the day, this was a technical reference to their specific teaching of how they performed the Torah, how they lived out the covenant with God. In this, then, this is an invitation to become a disciple. You're going to learn from me how I live the Torah. And it would have been heard that way, the way the yoke of a rabbi was. And one of the gracious and wonderful pictures of this is that really it's the double yoke of an oxen team, and you're going to come up underside, and Jesus is going to be alongside you, and He is going to help you through. For I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. You will find rest for your very life. The teaching, the way that He lives His life before God. The translation says, is easy and the burden is light. The word here for easy is Christotes. It's kind. It's useful. It's good. I didn't know that until I was doing the word study and I'd read this passage before, and then that's where getting into it and just realizing this invitation. My yoke, my way of life, the way I'm going to teach you to live your life with God, it's kind. It's easy to bear. It's good. It's useful. It's going to bring you life. What a great reminder about this way of grace. It's not so much about what we do, but it's about what Christ has done. It's about his love, his power, his kindness flowing into us. And as we get filled up with his goodness shown to us, his goodness given to us, it changes us, transforms us, and it leaks out to others. This life is not this huge heroic struggle of what I do in my strength, but it is me coming and knowing the goodness and kindness of God. It is remembering all that he has done for me. And then I turn out and I look to others. And as I am yoked with Jesus and I remember and give thanks for all that he has done for me, I realize this is the way to live. How can I be this way to others? I invite you to sit in this passage and just mull over these words, this great open invitation, the way of Jesus and how he is towards us, and then the reminder of the work the Spirit wants to do in us, that we would become kind as well. Have a wonderful day. May God bless you.